everybody. Today's vlog, we are going to talk about our bathroom renovation. I'm using a new camera for the vlog. It is a Insta360 camera, so technically I could spin you all the way around, or you could see this in like your VR goggles. But I'm using it today, so hopefully you can get a wide enough angle of the space I'm in where you can kind of see what's going on. That's the hope and plan, at least. Before we get started, I want to show you a before picture. So this is what our bathroom looked like before the renovation. All right, and then I guess here is kind of like our favorite Instagram shot of it afterwards. All right, so now let's go through each piece. And everything I talk about in this video, I will leave a link below to if you want to look at it or get a version of it for yourself. There'll be a link there. First, we're going to talk about the vanity. The vanity, we didn't change any of the layouts. We didn't change where anything was located. We did kind of turn the sink, which we'll talk about. But up at top, you'll see is an IKEA medicine cabinet. Before, there was literally just a mirror nailed into the walls. I found studs up at the top, and we measured this mirror over at IKEA, and it fit perfectly, which has added a ton of usable storage space. So it was definitely probably one of the best modifications we did storage-wise. Secondly, the sink is from IKEA as well. Before, you will see that there was a sink and it was rotated differently. It was like using a cereal bowl for a sink. It was quite terrible. But so this one is also from IKEA. It actually lifted up the sink out of the countertop, so that's really made it a little easier to use and actually a bigger kind of surface area. And then the faucet, I actually think is from Lowe's or Home Depot. It's not from IKEA. The countertops themselves, I actually built out of yellow pine 2x4s. I'll link the video we did during the renovation, so you can see how we made those if you're interested. But yeah, they're just yellow 2x4s stained, and I'm thrilled with how they turned out. So, and then this leaves us a little bit of counter space, a little bit more now that the faucet's buried in the corner versus kind of over here. So again, happy with kind of that layout. All right, so that's for that side. Where I'm sitting, we are still using the toilet that came with the RV. We didn't go with a compostable toilet. We have 4 people, 2 of them being under the age of 10. I did not trust them with a system like that, and it was just easier to leave it. Okay, so if we continue to spin around the bathroom, we have this wall here. This wall, I think, is probably Kristen's pride and joy of the renovation. It is a Constellation wallpaper. Really easy to throw up. It came with a sticky back, so you just peeled the back off like a big sticker and stuck it up. So that was actually pretty easy to do. It is all painted white behind it because we weren't sure at the time what we were going to do. And I think that paint actually allowed it to stick a little bit better than maybe just the wallpaper that was already there. Then there's just kind of a piece of art to make it look nice. A towel rack, which I will not recommend. Everything slides right off of it. There's nothing really to keep the towels on. So it doesn't work that well. And then more storage over here. We won't go through it. There's just basically 3 shelves. We have towels and essential oils and just kind of generic stuff in there. Okay, and then finally you have the shower. Again, we didn't actually change anything in here. It's still the standard walls. The only thing we did change would be to add a new shower head to it. This one we added because it has that pause feature, which has been really nice. That way you're not using the small amount of hot water you have left. You can turn it off and pause it without changing the temperature on the spinning dials. A few notes about the shower. If you are looking into RVs or organizations, ours does not allow anything to stick. It's this really oddly textured, like fake stone thing. We can get command stuff to stick. So all of the towels and soap dispenser are stuck on using like watertight command things. And they've held up for a year or so. So I guess they're working. At the very bottom, we have a shower caddy. That's where we hold all of our extra soaps. What's great about that is, one, is if you're out in the little soap dispenser, you have some spare. Mostly, if you go to a bathhouse, you can just pick up the whole shower caddy and take it with you, and it's just kind of all set. It's all waterproof. We can just leave it. And again, since we don't have suction cups, it staying on the floor is the option we have. Okay, I've got one more thing. I have to show you, I think, one of my favorite parts of the renovation, and a big key change was adding this barn door. So the bathroom entrance was there. The old door would actually be hinged right here, and would open this way. So it sounds great, except one, when the slide was in, that's right there, you literally couldn't open the door all the way and you had to like shimmy through. Or two, if someone was coming in and out, they could literally block this whole kind of passageway. Anyways, so the barn door is really nice. We are using cabinet barn door hardware, so it's made for like small bars and stuff. It slides across. The wood behind the bar is actually kind of for stabilization and like an exterior stud. So there is some version of a stud up above the door frame. It just wasn't quite enough. So by adding this big piece of cedar that goes really all the way down, we can stabilize it with kind of big bolts that go through it, and then the door can go right on that. And it's worked really well. We've gone over some rough roads that have knocked other things loose, and so far the door has stayed on. Kristen has fashioned this wonderful magnolia themed kind of wreath on it, again with a clear command hook, because we should own stock of that company at this point. And then, but yeah, it just kind of slides. The bottom there is a wheel that kind of keeps the door against the wall. I was initially concerned that we might trip over that, but it hasn't actually been an issue. It's been really nice keeping the door up and tight against the wall and not kind of swinging around. So one important thing to note about the door when traveling is, since it is a sliding door, obviously it could move when you're braking or accelerating. Kristen has come up with this really nice hack of just a chip clip, and we just put it right in front of the wheels, and that's been enough to keep it kind of attached and on the rails while moving. The only thing is you have to remember to take it off, or you pull the door off the track sometimes. Not that we've ever done that. All right. Well, that is the end of the vlog today. If you guys have any comments, or if I left anything out about the vlog or about the bathroom, leave a comment below and happy to discuss. Also, make sure to check out our RV renovation videos. We have about an 8 episode season kind of taking this RV from where it was to where it is. So definitely go check those out. All right, guys, we will see you tomorrow. Bye.